What's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Black Panther Wakanda Forever movies Deluxe Ironheart. I just saw the trailer drop earlier today, or the second trailer anyway, and holy crap, I'm even more excited for this movie. You guys know how stoked I was for this already from what I had seen at San Diego Comic-Con, but seeing Riri Williams or Ironheart in action, let's go, man. I'm stoked. I'm really excited for this. Anyway, on the side you can see a 3D render of Ironheart, and on the other side there's some artwork or concept art anyway, and on the back you can see the product shot of the figure as well as all the accessories right over there, and then you get a Black Panther logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. But first, if you're trying to get your Marvel Legends, you can do so at
big. Get your big badass toys at bigbadtoystore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here we have Ironheart out of the packaging, and I really like what I'm seeing over here. I was kind of surprised by the design changes, and I don't know, I actually really like this look. I think it looks really cool, to me anyway. I'm still trying to see if that deluxe pricing is kind of, seeing its worth over here. We'll take a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figures, and then we'll decide whether or not this is worth it. We get two sets of hands. We get the extra weapon right here, these effects, and I guess these count as just part of the figure itself. I don't really know. This does look pretty cool, though. I like that gunmetal gray, or silver anyway. It looks a little bit more like silver than gunmetal gray. Nice blue paint applications, and that's one thing that's doing it for me with this figure is I do like the paint applications. So when you swap the hands, you're going to have these pieces right here, and you're going to want to take them off. And just really quick, if you want to see how the armor looks without them there. And then what you could do is take this and then port that on like so. And then you have these two backpack pieces. I guess these help, with her launching herself up into the sky and everything. And then you can see that we get these little blue energy effects right here, or these propulsion effect pieces that you could plug in right there. So I think that's really neat. I do think it looks good. So, and again, all the paint apps on the figure actually look really good. But yeah, you just port this on the back. You're going to do the same exact thing on the other side, but I wanted to demonstrate that you have this little piece right over here, and you only get one of these. Spent a minute, not too long, but I did look for a second one for it to never be found because it did not exist. And note that each end of this is actually specific to which side you're supposed to port it into. So the more curved side goes into the actual gun thingy or laser blaster. I don't know what it is exactly. I don't remember or know what the exact name is. And then this goes into the back of the figure right there, just like that. And that looks pretty good. I do like it. That looks pretty neat. And then you also get these effects right here, which we've seen before. You have the smoky effects, these repulsor or, jet booster effects too. You have the head sculpts, which look really good. I love the helmeted head sculpt right over here. That looks great. Nice paint details and everything on there. Oh, I guess this is supposed to kind of emulate her hair. I don't know. But I love that we have the white and then we have the blue on the outside right there. That combination of white fading to blue looks awesome. And then we have the head sculpt, which I think the face looks pretty good. I don't know. I think they did a pretty good job here. I like the photoreal tech. The lipstick looks pretty good and eyes look pretty good. The hair, on the other hand, I think is sculpted pretty well, but I'm just not the biggest fan of, I don't know, looks like such a risky paint job, man, because if one thing isn't lined up exactly right, then it's going to look really weird. I don't know. I feel like the scalp color should match the face tone a little bit more, and it seems like they have like black paint going all the way across the hairline right here, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like the brown color should go all the way up to the forehead, right? I don't know, but let me know what you guys think. And then here's looking at the back, and it doesn't look too bad. But yeah, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section. Then lastly, we have the hands, and they're painted pretty well. Just the thumbs are red, and you could port the accessories right into there. And right over there on this side, so a little bit different than each other with the gesture. A little bit of red missing on this one, but for the most part, I think these hands actually do look pretty good. So while I've said the accessories don't make me really feel like this is worth the price point, the paint applications actually kind of do. Like, I think they're getting closer and closer to import quality. Like, look at the gold right over here on the neck. That looks really clean. I love this matted black. Very nice, clean paint applications with the baby blue right there. So I am pleased with that. Maybe a little little bit going outside the edge, but I don't know. I think, like I said, almost. It's getting close, man. I really like the paint details. I like the sculpted details on this as well. A little touch of blue right over there. Looking pretty good. So, yeah, I have, the back pieces removed so you could see everything. But, yeah, you got the little, I guess that's her disposal plate right there so she can go to the bathroom. I don't know exactly what it's for, but I'm glad to see some paint on the back of the figure. You have these pieces right over here that help with the cooling problem, I guess. I don't know. Or the icing problem. I guess that's what that'll do. I don't know. We'll see. She has very, very large legs, by the way. Like, the legs on this design are just like out of proportion with everything else, but I guess when you have those back pieces on there, it kind of makes it a little better. You can see nice gold trim right there on the knee pads. I really like the solid red for the plastic too. Like, the plastic seems like it's pretty good solid quality. I'm not seeing any weird marbling or swirling in the plastic at all, so I really do like that a lot. It doesn't have a shine to it. Still haven't seen the movie yet. It's not out yet, but yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be more metallic looking than we're seeing right over here, but gotta say, it does look really good. I do like how it looks. See, even nice silver paint apps right there on the back of the figure again. So that makes me pleased to see. And she does have peg holes at the bottom of her feet. So I gotta say, I do like the articulation on this figure. I'm gonna keep these pieces back here and see how long they last until they fall off, because I think they're gonna pop off. But man, that is great looking up motion right over there for that head joint and that ball disc with the hinge. That looks awesome. I love that they've kind of stopped the double ball joint, right? She can look down and the head does shift forward and back like a pile driver, and you get a little bit of head pivoting there as well. And the articulation is going to be the same for this one also. No butterfly joints, but you can get the shoulders to move outward that far. Even though you have shoulder pads right over here, they will move up that much and downward that far. You could rotate a full 360 without, if you move that out of the way, you could see how that moves a full 360. So I guess that doesn't count because I just took it off right there. You have the bicep swivel, pinless double jointed elbows that do bend in all the way, which is great. I do like those quite a bit. And you could rotate these around. That's just, resting on there and everything. The wrists turn side to side and they hinge up and down. You get a diaphragm joint right over here that turns side to side. You get some good diaphragm pivoting. Unfortunately, the crunching is a bit weak. She does move back a little bit more so. And then the hips move outward that much, and she can kick forward that far while it does splay a bit outward. So I'm not the biggest fan of that, but still it does move forward a bunch and back only a tiny bit. You get the upper thigh cut in there. You get the pinless double jointed knees, and then the ankles do move down. These are really weird feet, but they slide down like that. They also slide up, and you get ankle pivot and heel pivot. So you get rotation right here on the back part of the foot as well as the front. Now, to measure out this Ironheart figure, you can see that she is standing just a little over 6.5 inches tall. And then for some size comparisons, you can see Ironheart next to the Vibranium Black Panther figure, and then we have Shuri, which again, the trailer looked awesome. Is she going to be kind of like an Iron Man? Because she's going to be in battle, but she has like that Iron Man level super smarts. So I think that's going to be interesting. We know she has the Iron Man level super smarts too, right? So very interested to see what happens in the movie. Then here's Ironheart next to the only other Wakanda Forever movie figure that I've reviewed so far. We have Namor, and yes, oh man, I'm still so stoked about the Namor, but yeah, stoked about Ironheart too, but oh man, I can't wait. You saw him flying around with those wings down there, right? Oh, that looks so freaking awesome. Then like the hop move, oh, so sick. Then here's Ironheart next to a couple of Tony Starks. We have the MCU Tony Stark from Avengers Endgame, and then we have the Tony Stark right here from the 616 with the hologram Iron Man over here. And I speculate that in the Ironheart show, we're going to see Robert Downey Jr. come back as a hologram Iron Man. I'm not a genius or anything. I'm just going off of what I already read in the comics, but it looks like it could go that way. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he's going to come back? And then for an Ironheart comparison, you could see our MCU Ironheart next to our comic version Ironheart. And I did have to see how an MCU Riri Williams head sculpt would look on this comic version. And oh my god, whoa, that looks great. Holy crap. I just didn't expect that to look so good. That looks better here than it did on that figure right there. And then here's Ironheart next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, Ironheart. Hey, you better stay away from Magneto. Too much iron in your blood. No, you're going to want to use the bigger one. Yeah. There you go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to this channel by simply clicking that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And this figure looks really good. I really like the paint apps on it. That's one thing that I'm actually very impressed by. I like the sculpted details too. The accessories are really good. I like the articulation. The head sculpt, again, you know, some questionable parts over there, but I'm mostly looking forward to having her, you know, set up for combat mode with the helmet on, which I really do like the design. At first I didn't, or it shook me seeing the black integrated in the design of this figure, but it's a really fancy black. Like, it has this nice matte look to it, and the head sculpt has a little bit of minor texturing differences there that I think are really neat. So I like it, man. I just don't know how much I really feel like this is a reasonable deluxe figure, like especially with the new Iron Man that's coming out that was just recently revealed. I guess some people are getting it right now, but that has the whole photon cannon and everything, or plasma cannon, and that's a deluxe figure too. So is that going to be the same price as this? If so, I don't think that's, you know, I don't think that's a fair match right over there in the price. But I don't really know exactly how much that's going to cost. But anyway, I did pre-order it. Oh, shit. Okay, it's $10 more than the Riri Williams. Okay, so I'm glad that they're not the same price, but oh man, that's going to be an expensive Iron Man figure. But anyway, for this figure being at the price point of around $32 to $35, oh, it's a lot. But I still think it looks really good. I'm going to give it a SUD rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I would give it a lower SUD rating if I didn't like the way it looked. But I really like that I'm not seeing any of that marbling in the plastic, and I think it looks very clean. So I'm mostly very pleased with this figure. The price just feels high for what I'm getting on this one. That's the only thing that bothers me. It would have gotten a higher rating if it was priced at around $25 to $28. You know what I'm saying? But I'd like to know what you guys think. Please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find it all over at marvelousnews.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and whatnot. I will be selling off my figures on Whatnot Auction via Whatnot Auction this Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope to see you there. If not, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face,